Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris Hawkins, and this is your Best Life Defined. How you doing today? I talk about it. I think I was listening to my podcast earlier this week, and I'm thinking, man, you're going fast. I was thinking, damn, you go fast. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to slow this thing down, right? I've come up with this reason. I think maybe there's a reason that I tend to push everything out so fast, and I seem to be going like a bat out of hell when I'm talking to you. And of course, my videos are all high energy and they're pushing hard, right? Or at least my shorts are. The podcasts, the videos on YouTube, probably a little tougher to watch. The reason I'm doing that is because I don't feel like I have much time left. You ever feel that way? You ever look around and you're like, damn, where'd all the time go? That's my burden. What sucks about this, and this is the part I probably haven't mentioned before, but this is the part about living your best life that sucks. See, once you get the rhythm, once you find that secret to living your best life and you start actually cruising with it to where you have these series of goals and accomplishments and you just keep pushing forward and you keep looking for the benefit, that feeling, that good feeling that comes from doing what you love to do, right? And you try replicating that and keep adding that to your life. What happens is pretty soon the majority of your time is spent feeling good about what you do. Now, granted, that doesn't come across in my videos or in the conversation here, but it's simply because I'm spending a lot of energy. I'm working on a lot of bandwidth to make sure that this message comes across clearly. So I don't really have a lot of time to be sharing all kinds of cackling and joking with you. If you want to joke with me, give me a call or something. But the reason that I face the urgency in what I do is because I don't feel like I have much time. I think maybe I'm 59 now. Figure I might live to be 76, 77, maybe if I'm lucky, 80. All right? If I live to 70, 75 like I'm planning, I think I have about 16 years left. Yeah. 16 years. It's not a lot of time to do a lot of living, right? I'm almost dead. I know this probably isn't a conversation you want to have, but let's think about this for a minute. The reason I'm bringing this up is because we tend to live our lives like we have tomorrow. We do. And this is an obvious one. You go into debt for a mortgage for 30 years because you know you're going to pay it off. You buy a car for 5 years or 6 years or 7 years, depending on the price, because you just work and pay it off, right? And we never really take the time to consider if or not we're actually going to be around. See, that's the idea, is we're going to live forever, and that's the plan, right? That's why we put off doing things that we should probably be doing. That's why we don't quite embrace the value of our friends and our family, because it's like, well, they're going to be there. They're not. I was rolling along fine, doing the same thing as everyone else. Then my dad died, and I realized, oh, wait a minute, we have an expiration date. The problem I'm facing is it's not much time, and I think it's not much time regardless of where you are. You could be 30 years old right now and think you have an entire lifetime ahead of you, and you don't. Car crash, someone texting, an illness, COVID-19, someone not paying attention, an accident. Talk about living your best life. Living your best life is about seizing the opportunities today while you look to tomorrow. I'm sitting here right now, and it's me and you. I'm sitting here right now, and you are the focus of my conversation. You know why? Because I'm in this moment until I'm not in this moment. And what sense would it make for me to take a half-assed effort to be here because I allow myself to be distracted by something that hasn't happened yet? This might be my last chance. I mean, I could technically die of a heart attack tomorrow, right? So I do the best I can every day, and I appreciate all the things I have. I think this is why that silence, taking the time to get away from the distractions long enough to pay attention to what you have, are so important. It's essential that before we do anything, we reconnect with who we are, right? And sadly, there are going to be some people who listen to this podcast say, this ain't for me. I'm not ready for this. I'm already living my best life. I drink what I want. I do what I want. Well, that might be fine. That's fine. What are you having to do for that? What are you having to give up in order to live that life? And do you truly wake up energized? Is it adding fuel to your tank? And even more than that, are you currently on an active course towards something beyond where you are right now? Are you currently pursuing something that you have not accomplished, you don't know anything about, or you would love to try, that pushes you, that challenges you, that makes you struggle. The burden is putting it off. Well, I think I might go to school next year. Well, how do you know you have next year? I think I think I'm going to start working out. Really? Why not do it now? Why not do it now? I think I'll start eating good food, or maybe I'll go to school, become a chef. Start barbecuing, doing something, enjoying life a little more. Maybe I'll start playing more golf, or I will go ahead and spend that money I have in the bank doing nothing to buy a boat so we can go fishing more. I don't care how old you are. If you take a look at how much time you have left, it's not much time. And my question to you when I sit here and I preach this whole thing about your best life is, how are you going to spend it? Can you really count on the fact that you have 30 years left, so you're willing to spend the next 30 years, today, tomorrow, next week, the week after that, the next month, and the next year, working a job that sucks for a life that's okay? Forget that. Forget that. If it's just okay, it's probably not good enough. And if it's just okay, that's the perfect opportunity to say, okay, I think I want to feel a little better than okay about my life. Now, let's just skip the happiness thing, because I know right now there are some of you who are sitting there saying, oh yeah, no, but I'm happy. You know what happiness is? Happiness is another way of saying, well, I've expended all my resources, so I can't do anything really right now, so I'll just go ahead and accept it. I've mentioned this before, but inmates in prison are happy. It's crazy. Guys doing 20, 30 years, some guys doing life, you kick it with them or you watch them interacting with other inmates and they're laughing and joking and yucking it up. You know why? It isn't because life in prison is a blast. It's because they've managed to accept the situation they're in. And once you accept the situation you're in, do you have to take action? Well, in an inmate's case, they really can't. They just need to make the best of it. Question is, are you just simply making the best of it? And if you are, then the next question is, how much time do you think you can do that before you run out of time? What sucked to me, my biggest fear was to die at work. I didn't want to die at work. I want to die doing things I enjoy, doing things that inspire me, right? I want to be backpacking and have a massive heart attack and just fall over dead in the snow or whatever it is, right? I mean, that's the only way I wanted to go, and the only way I can guarantee that is to spend as much time possible doing that kind of stuff. And that's the same with you. You can say, okay, my life isn't bad. That's probably not good enough for me. How great are you making your life? How much of advantage are you taking of the opportunities you have and the things you currently have? Are you using everything you have in your life to the fullest degree? And if you're not, and you have that stuff around and it takes your time, it's still in your time array, and you don't have that much time. Think about it. All of that stuff that you have stacked up in the garage, in the basement, in the closets, that you move around every so often, that you have to move from here to there, how much time are you giving away that you don't even know whether you have or not? I mean, would you care about cleaning the garage out if you knew you had a week to live? Probably not. I mean, the same is true for so many of the other tasks we have in our lives, and yet this is where we end up, right? I guarantee you, no matter how old you are, you don't have enough time. You're running out of time, and every day that you sit grinding it out and you haven't taken an action towards doing something to make your life better, that is to harvest that feeling of contentment and energy that comes from doing things that are connected to who you are, right? I love mountain biking. I love snowshoeing. So I do them, and when I do them, I am so glad that I'm there. And when I'm doing them, I'm not thinking to myself, oh, I wish I wasn't doing this. I wish I was doing something else. I'm fully engaged in the moment. And that's what living your best life is all about. So what are you going to do about it? Well, if you're ready for it, the biggest ticket is for you to simply say, what can I do right now that'll add value to my life, add energy, give me that feeling that I get when I'm doing shit I love to do? It doesn't have to involve money. It involves time. It doesn't have to involve money, right? Pick it. Take action on it. Evaluate your action. Adjust. And keep going. I don't know. I'm going to adjust on this. I don't know if you've seen the shorts. I do. Now I'm throwing shorts in between my podcasts because I think they're interesting. And it's a cool challenge for me. I'm learning something, right? Those are adjustments. The tone of this podcast, the volume, how it sounds, is an adjustment because I did it yesterday. I'm thinking, well, that didn't work out so well. Or maybe I did a podcast before this. I'm thinking, let me try this approach, right? But the thing is, I can't afford to waste time, and neither can you. You're going to run out of time. The biggest farce I've ever seen is the idea that we work our asses off so that we can retire when we're 65 or 70, when we're broken down and can't actually do any of the things we love to do. Why wait? It'd suck if you worked your ass off until you were 70 and then you retired and then you died. And all you wanted to do was go fishing. That was your thing. I love fishing, right? I say go fishing now. I say you don't have the time to wait. If there's something in your life that you want to do, there's something in your life that comes from within you that inspires you, I say you take action today. I say you define what that thing is, you take action, you evaluate, and you continue the process. Just like this podcast. I don't even have any idea where the hell this is going. That's okay. I feel good because I wake up every day and I know that I have contributed something to the world. That I'm giving you something. I'm not asking you for anything. I haven't asked you for a penny. I'm saying, here you go. Have you tried this? Have you tried basing your next decision on how it will make you feel, how it will inspire you, how it will energize you? Have you sat down and actually spent some time with yourself so you can say, who am I? Who am I becoming? Who do I want to become? And then do something about it. See, the problem you face is it's easy to be you. I know you're struggling, you work and you do all the things you do, but think about it. It's almost a mindless set of steps. It's almost like, okay, I'm here, I do this. You're not working at it anymore, you're grinding it out. And what's really interesting is you've adapted to the point that you don't feel the pain anymore. It's kind of like when you first do push-ups. You do push-ups, let's say you do 100 push-ups a day. Those first few days suck because you're sore as hell. But after a while, that grinding out those push-ups doesn't matter. That's the same way it is with life. You have endurance. You build up endurance, and before you know it, it's just nothing. So don't wait. I challenge you to add something to your life today that you didn't do yesterday. I challenge you to add something to your life that you will do today, tomorrow, and the day after that until you have accomplished a goal. Until you have been able to take whatever you're doing and turn it into something even more and bigger. And once you've accomplished that goal, I challenge you to do the same thing over and over again. Because remember, once you get a win, it's easy to get a win. So keep that in mind. And as always, just remember, today's your day. Make it a good one.